Hello and welcome to Module 8 of Hospitality Management. In this module, we shall be looking at hospitality financial management. That is the financial backbone of guest-focused business. The module content includes the definition and scope of hospitality financial management, financial planning, budgeting and forecasting in hospitality revenue management, cost control, financial analysis, and reporting in hospitality industry, the importance of financial management in hospitality management, then before we draw our conclusion. Let's begin with the introduction. The introduction focuses on the financial imperative, that is managing in a high-stakes environment. Hospitality operates on a thin margin with a high fixed cost and perishable inventory, that is unsold room and empty seat, which is perishable in nature. Financial management is not just an accounting, it is the strategic control center for profitability and growth, operational efficiency, long-term stability, essential for transforming services excellent into sustainable financial success. Definition and scope of hospitality financial management. What is hospitality financial management? It is the specialized process of planning, controlling, and analyzing financial lodging, food services, and tourism businesses to ensure profitability and long-term health. Broad scope encompasses strategic planning and budgeting, revenue management, that is maximizing room and service income, cost control, labor, food and beverage, as well as operation, financial analysis and reporting, cash flows and investment management, as well as risk management. They call Triad, that is planning, budgeting, and forecasting. The financial roadmap for a volatile industry. Number one, financial planning. It involves long-term planning, ranges from 3 to 5 years. It involves set the strategic vision, set your goal, allocate your resources, and mitigate risk. Then budgeting, short term, usually per annum or quarterly. It involves provide the tactical spending plan, allocate funds to various departments. Then forecasting, which is dynamic and ongoing. It involves the predictive adjustment to use historical data and market trend to predict future performances for proactive decision. Together, they create a responsive system for stability amidst seasonality and change. Hospitality revenue management, the science of profit. It involves selling the right product to the right customer at the right price. The core principle is to maximize revenue from perishable inventory, like a hotel room for a night. The key component is demand forecasting, that is predicting your high or low periods, dynamic pricing, adjusting rate in real time based on demand, market segmentation, tailoring offer to different guest type, such as business, leisure, or group. Channel management, which involves optimizing sales across websites, OTAs, and agents. Total revenue management, optimizing all streams, rooms, food and beverage, spa, events, etc. Let us look at the key revenue management metrics. That is the KPI, the formula, and what it tells you. The KPI, number one KPI is occupancy rate. The formula to calculate the occupancy rate is rooms sold divided by total rooms available multiplied by 100. What it tells you is how full your property is. Then number 2 KPI is average daily return, ADR. It is obtained by total room revenue divided by rooms sold. What it tells you is the average price achieved per sold room. Then number 3 KPI is revenue per available room. It is obtainable by ADR multiplied by occupancy rate, ADR which is average daily rate, multiplied by occupancy rate, that or total room revenue, divided by the total rooms available. What it tells you is the most critical metrics for room revenue health. Then we have number 3, which is the revenue, that's total revenue per revenue available room, which is obtainable by total revenue divided by total rooms available. What it tells you is the overall revenue performance, including food and beverage, spa, etc. Then we have number 5, which is gross operating profit per revenue available. That is gross operating profit revenue per available room. The formula to obtain it is obtained by gross operating profit divided by total revenue available. What it tells you is the true profitability per available room. Let's move further. Having known that, the cost control, that's the protecting the bottom line, which involves managing the latest expenses. The cost area of available cost in hospitality industry, number 1 is the labor cost, which consume about 25 to 35%. The key control techniques to minimize the cost is optimize scheduling, cross-training, and productivity tracking. Another cost is food and beverage cost, which ranges from 28 to 35% for food, and then beverage 18 to 24%. Then the key control techniques involve menu engineering, portion control, inventory management to reduce waste. Then operating expenses, which is the general expenses like utility and maintenance, it varies. It doesn't have a specific percentage value. The key control techniques include energy saving technology, vendor contract negotiation, real-time expenses tracking. Vigilant cost control is essential to preserve slim profit margin. Then let us look at financial analysis and reporting, the diagnostic tool, that is turning data into decision. Financial analysis. Number 1 is KPI and ratio analysis, using metrics like profit margin and current ratio, benchmarking, comparing performance to the industry standard, variance analysis, which involve identifying differences between budget and actual performance. Number 2 tool is financial reporting. The components include the uniform system of accounting, that is the industrial standard accounting framework. The cost statement includes income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Why is it matters? Why it all matters? That is key drivers and importance. Addressing the unique challenge of hospitality. So we want to look at the challenges facing hospitality industry. The industrial challenge. Number 1 challenge is perishable inventory. Rooms of hospitality industries are perishable in nature. That is to say that if a room is not booked per night, it has been perished and can never be recovered for that particular day. So the financial management response for perishable inventory is revenue management and dynamic pricing. The impact on the business is maximizing revenue, every revenue opportunity. Number two challenge is high fixed cost of labor. The financial response there is robust budgeting and cost control. Then business impact is to ensure costs are covered to reach even break even. Competitive and transparent market. The financial response is data-driven pricing and channel strategies. Then the business impact is maintain competitive edge and optimal pricing. Another challenge is seasonality and economic fluctuation. The financial management response is accurate forecasting, cash flow management. Then the business impact is ensure stability and enduring survival enduring downturn. Let us look at the integrated financial cycle, how all components work together. A continuous loop driving profitability. So the financial integrate involves planning and budget, which involves set financial targets and allocate resources. Manage revenue, use available RM to optimize pricing and sales. Control costs, monitor and minimize labor, food and beverage, as well as operational costs. Then analyze and report, which is involved the use of KPI and financial statement to assess performance. Forecast and audit. Okay, forecast and adjust, update prediction and refine strategies for next cycle. These cycles ensure every decision is informed by financial data. In conclusion, let us look at the key takeaway. Financial management is the central nervous system connecting all operations to profitability. It is dynamic discipline requiring integration of strategic planning, which is the vision, revenue maximization, the science, cost control, the vigilance, and the data analysis, which is the insight. Mastery of this area is non-negotiable for ensuring resilience, competitive advantage, and sustainable growth in the hospitality industry. Thank you and God bless you.